welcome back to Talk Drama to Me, where she want that D in 2 minutes or less. It is your co-hosts, G and Tiffany.
Hello
Ooh.
from Kentucky today.
Yes, Kentucky. Tell us a little bit about what you love or not love and how you found yourself in the great state of Kentucky.
Well, I quite literally woke up in Kentucky. Last night I was in Alabama. I'm currently on tour right now. We wake up in a different state every day. So you can't see it because we're not doing video at the moment, but I am in a dressing room. We have the typical dressing room bulb lights with the mirrors and everything. I'm on tour with this group called the Rock Orchestra. They're based in the UK. They have a US band that I am now a part of. They're going to be touring Canada, Australia. They do all of Europe. I will be on the Canada leg next year, so that should be fun. I'm not looking forward to that. I'm going to freeze my butt off, actually. So yeah, I woke up in Bowling Green, Kentucky. We're doing a show tonight. It'll be great.
That explains our confusion with the time zones then, because as I look, Kentucky has two different time zones and Bowling Green. Why do they do that? Guys,
So what time zone am I in right now? Am I not Eastern?
no, you are in Central if you're in Bowling Green, according to the internet. And
That
let's
explains what
just
happened this morning.
we're gonna fix daylight savings time, guys. We are gonna get rid of it. We're gonna choose a side, one way or another. No more of this crazy confusion.
Make it stop. We don't
Thank
need it.
you. Coming from the great state of Arizona, we got it right, guys.
We did.
Great State 48.
We're the only state who does that, right?
I believe we're one of the few. Hawaii is also one that does not switch time.
Ugh.
Again, let's be more like Hawaii.
What have you been up to?
What have I been up to? I think today's vertical really goes into what I've been up to. It's a bit rainy now, and it makes me kind of just want to sit in a comfy little couch and read a cozy little book. And my cozy little books are sci-fi.
I was gonna say, I was having a hard time connecting how you spend a cozy day. Did you and your husband dress up as robots? Like, what did you guys do?
And there is Food, Love, and Robots. Actually, guys, as I was looking up Food, Love, and Robots, the internet is not a safe place. Please never Google Food, Love, and Robots because you just get some crazy videos of AI robots eating carrots. It's not a safe space. Not a safe space.
What?
I know. Maybe we should actually retitle this just so we can go into safer territory.
I will say, that's a very poor title.
Well, it is kind of direct, though.
It's just like, if you're already being ridiculous with these movies, like, be creative with something.
My love of sci-fi knows no bounds, but truly I am a huge fan of this part of sci-fi and kind of the, humanoid robots. What is humanity? These are such big philosophical questions that as a child, I think sci-fi came in at a pivotal moment in my life where I'm trying to understand these big meta concepts. And because it's hard to be objective with yourself, right? It was nice to have sci-fi where I could be more objective with big books to read in this Isaac Asimov's I, Robot, right? His little collection of short stories written, gosh, in the fees. We've been thinking about this stuff forever. Big visual medium will probably be Battlestar Galactica. Have you watched Battlestar?
Not religiously, but I do know that you like it.
Oh my God, I love it. Absolutely. I mean, Battlestar Galactica came at a time where the sci-fi landscape was really just like Star Trek, which totally, I do also love Star Trek, Deep Space Nine, what's up? But that was all there was. And Battlestar Galactica really flipped a sci-fi TV series on their heads. And in there too, they explore kind of Cylons, humanoid robots. The Cylon spoilers kind of make themselves into humans and have lived amongst humans for quite some time. And then from there, too, you get to explore what it means to be human. So, this vertical does not at all fit into what I've been telling you, which is we pick by the algorithm. Most of our verticals have been picked by the algorithm.
Mhm.
This one, I saw it. I saw Noah Fernling, and I said, well, that's good enough for me. Click, click.
This one, I feel like you're really putting this one up on a pedestal. This one gave me, like, the only sci-fi relation that I got from this one was, like, Upload. Have you watched Upload?
Yes, I have watched Upload.
I freaking love that show. It's kind of the similar concept of, like, being in love with someone that's not really real anymore, but it's like I guess it kind of is similar to that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good call. I wasn't thinking of it, but yeah, and it's just finished its last season, correct?
I started the
Okay.
most recent season, I'm not caught up though.
Spoilers, I don't think that's a love story, so
Well, funny story about that is I put upload on just not knowing what to watch next, and I'm not like a crazy sci-fi person. Like I grew up watching Star Trek with my brother and my dad, but I wouldn't consider myself someone who would go to like a science fiction convention and dressed up as like
the fact that you called it a science fiction convention told me you would never go.
listen, I would go if I could be like a sexy Borg or something. Or if I could be a Klingon, I would go. But I put on Upload thinking that it was like a serious sci-fi show. And I would find myself just dying laughing. And then I'm like, is that supposed to be funny? Am I missing something here? Is this a comedy? And then so I looked it up and it's a comedy. I feel rude for laughing if this is not supposed to be funny. It's such a great show.
I totally agree. This will not hit any of those marks. This,
Not funny.
but here we go. So today's vertical drama is Food, Love, Robots. We found this on a Drama Box, and I don't know if it fits into any of the classic tropes. So I think just sci-fi is a good tag for this one. The synopsis: 7 years after her soulmate Elliot's sudden death, Lily's quiet Christmas is upended when Elliot returns as a humanoid robot. As Lily's heart reopens to love, she must navigate the charming chaos of this second chance at happiness.
I have so many questions just within that. But I don't know.
Yeah, why don't we do main characters first?
All right. So the female main character, Tiana Aravena, I don't know if that's how you say her name, Aravena? Aravena as
Yeah, I
Lily.
think that second one was correct, Arvena. I think this is a Spanish last name.
Okay. Oh yeah, because her Instagram profile did say like I speak Spanish.
Is that all it
Yeah.
takes?
So she plays Lily Langford, who is a culinary genius turned kitchen porter. She's grieving, single mother. She's a true romantic. Let me just go into her social media. I think she's just kind of starting out. I don't know if she's done a ton of these. Have you seen her in any? But just based on her Instagram, she seems to be kind of starting out. Not like that's bad at all. It's especially not bad to be playing the love interest of Mr. Noah Fearnley because
This is how I would like to start out as well. Start with a bang.
he might quite possibly be the most good-looking man we've had on these so far. I was like, "Finally, finally."
We are gonna fight.
But, like, finally you're picking one that actually has someone who I think is good looking. All the other ones, I'm like, "What is this? This is not."
No, he's incredibly good looking. We might actually fight, so our friendship will be tested here.
He is Insta famous. He's got, like, over 100,000 followers. I can even, as promised, as I always do, I mean, come
Okay,
on.
guys, hold on. Wait a
Your
minute. I
face.
actually have to like grab a pillow and just squeeze it. We are looking at Noah Furmiana's like tiny ladies, and the abs are giving abs. Wow.
He doesn't have too many posts,
Wow.
like, this is from 4 years ago, so he's
Jeez.
consistent,
So he's always looked ripped. I mean, yeah, I mean, that's dedication. That's
like a fitness model.
oh my God. You know what? You know what what are those called? Those hip bones always remind me of?
Obliques
Is that what they are? Yeah, that's a nice
Mhm.
name.
For, like,
Yeah.
your next child.
Oakley, get here. But R.I.P. D'Angelo, what was his song where you just pan down?
Oh,
Do you know what I'm talking about? Now you know. I know.
we can do an edit of a clip where we'll put, like, a few of his pictures,
And it's just the obliques. Guys, it's for science, okay? This is for anatomy class. Get your minds out of the gutter.
which, by the way, please check out our Instagram and TikTok if you haven't. G works very hard at it. She puts in a lot of effort to make these videos, and I think they're adorable, so give us some views.
To internet, I am very disappointed. Sign G. I posted a thirst trap thinking that I understood my people.
A thirst trap of you?
No, what would my thirst trap be? Just like me reading a book.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, just a book. Oh, you
That's
just cover
that's the
yourself with a book.
encyclopedia. No, I posted a thirst trap, but no sneak peek, right?
Mhm,
With all of the leading men, because I discovered that all of them are topless in their verticals at one point or another.
mhm, mhm.
And did not blow up, and I said, "Okay, well, I don't understand my people. Okay, vertical drama fans, where you at?"
Maybe is it a matter of hashtags? Maybe we're just not maybe we're just too much of millennials. If there's any Gen Zers listening, help us out.
Help me with my thirst traps. I'm just trying to reach my people. I wanna talk to
Yeah.
more people about these verticals. Yeah, but Noah Fernley clearly has his thirst traps down. Something I found out in the research for this podcast is that Noah is actually showing up in American Love Story.
Who does he play?
He just plays a love interest, but it was nice to see that, he's getting into things like that.
I did find out from his Instagram that he is a Cancer, which just makes him even worse because you know he's a toxic boy. Cancer men are always the worst. I would know. I'm a Cancer myself. We're a toxic, manipulative bunch, but we'll love you harder than anybody else.
Have you dated a
Hey,
Cancer before?
girlfriend, you
What?
remember my boyfriend who you knew?
Ooh, a very tall Cancer. Yes,
And
yes,
then my ex-boyfriend after that one was a Cancer moon, which is even more of a toxic placement. I'm proud to say that my current boyfriend and favorite boyfriend I've ever had,
Of the many boyfriends you have now? Okay, go on.
he has no Cancer placements. We still are all a little toxic, but it works.
So Noah, as a Cancer, could be balanced by other signs, other placements. So let's
Yeah,
not write him off just yet, okay? Because that would be a shame if I could. I would like to say yes.
good for him for really just gracing us with his presence on screen. Now, to say his acting, I didn't see enough of it. Didn't love it. I think this is one of those people you're like, oh, we'll give him a pass. Is it his career? Yeah, but it's okay. We'll give him a pass. He doesn't have to be good at acting if he's an actor, right?
This is not his first vertical. You may have seen from his socials, he's like a vertical superstar.
Yeah, he doesn't post about the verticals as much, being like, oh, I'm in this one. It's more like the behind the scenes stuff because he's so famous already. It looks like people tend to post more about it when they are trying to get notoriety. So, I mean, I'm a fan. Good for him. But as an actor, I don't know. As a woman with eyes, I'm a fan. So, should we go on?
Yes.
This this has just become the Noah Fearnley podcast. Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah, we drop every Wednesday. Thanks so much, guys.
Yeah.
We will definitely be reviewing more of his because this may not have been the best showcase of his acting abilities. There are other ones he's better at.
Oh, you're so sweet. You're so forgiving with him. I can already just see it. You're trying to be like, "Hey, I just didn't show you the right one. He is a really good actor."
We got to support our men. You know what I mean? Behind every good man is a,
Is
is
a
a greater woman.
supportive married woman of two in a different country. All right. So, yeah, going into what he actually does in this movie besides just be beautiful, he is a 5-star chef turned robot man. He has perfect memory, imperfect emotions. He's sweet. He's passionate. He's protective. Chef-like temper intensity. Does that mean kind of the Gordon Ramsay thing? Is that what they were going for?
Are all chefs Cancer placements? Because, yeah, I mean, show me a mellow chef, right?
I'm currently looking up Gordon Ramsay's birthday right now. Because I need to know if he's a Cancer. Oh no, he's a Scorpio, but also a toxic
Mm.
water sign. His birthday is 2 days away from my mother's. Going on, so he flirts through food, overheats when he feels too human, breaks his programming. I didn't know any of this, so
Sorry.
all that I knew about him was the very extremely traumatic episode 1 of this movie, and then him just becoming a robot. So I guess we'll get into it right now. So we're opening with a flashback of Lily Langford being led to a surprise by her boyfriend, Elliot Granger. Lily has a surprise of her own, though. She's pregnant and brought her positive pregnancy test in a gift box. So Lily opens her eyes to see Elliot proposing to her with parsley, and he spelled out "marry me." And it's so funny because in that moment I was like, "What the is it like grass?"
Did you
Like,
say they had to add subtitles to make sure people understood what it spelled?
I didn't even know it was parsley. I thought it was like weeds or just I don't know.
Just grass.
Yeah,
Agree.
and she's like, "Of course." But anyway, he gets down on one knee but forgot the ring in the car. Amateur move. As he's running to grab it, a car crashes into him. He is super bloody and dead. And I have to say, this may quite literally be the most traumatic opening to a vertical I've ever seen.
It was a lot of blood.
Also, the idea that this person, they just proposed and then he dies? I mean, that was a little harsh, don't you think?
Yeah, and she's pregnant too.
And she's pregnant.
I know. Could you imagine?
Damn, I felt so bad for her. Going on though, because it does get better, I assume. 7 years later, we open to Elliot Granger's memories being uploaded to a humanoid model. Robot Elliot rises. I did have a problem with this, and I love the concept. It immediately reminded me of Upload, but it was just this random next scene was a robot science room. Okay, blah, blah, blah. And then it just goes back to her being now a chef. They could have done a little better because it's such a cool storyline, but they didn't introduce it very well, and
It's very sudden.
it
Totally.
almost was like an ad. That's how intrusive it was and didn't blend in whatsoever with the scenes before and after.
Totally, because in Upload, you get an explanation of why this is happening, right? Like, this is rich people trying for self-preservation. We have no clue who's paying for this, how they even got Elliot's memories downloaded, because it was a
Exactly.
traumatic car crash, like, his brain's probably, all jumbled up. So I agree with you there, just the jarring opening back to this. I now have more questions than answers.
What I would have done as the writer is I would have maybe made with all of my writing expertise, when he died, just one scene of her reading something where it says that he wanted his body donated to science. Because then it would have tied in. Maybe she was so sad she didn't read, like, oh, it's going to robots or people developing robots and all of that. Then it would make sense that she was a little unaware, perhaps, that there might be this possibility of him, coming back.
Yeah, like a montage of some
Hmm.
sort, I think would have been appropriate here. I agree.
Hmm. Yeah. So now, 7 years later, we open to Elliot Granger's memories being uploaded to a humanoid model. Robot Elliot rises. At Restaurant V, Vanessa Hawthorne gives a speech to her staff and announces a new investor slash owner slash executive chef. Spoiler alert, it is Elliot Granger. Lily's in the back doing her job when she's bullied. I don't know what they have. What's the problem with these people and bullying? They're so mean. Vanessa teases her for having such big, lofty goals when she can't even handle being a porter. What's a porter, by the way?
Uh, it's just general kitchen staff that does all of the menial tasks,
Oh, so she's like
right?
not even cooking. She's just like chopping lettuce and stuff.
Yeah,
Oh, poor thing.
I know, and they're bullying her.
Yeah, there's no mercy in these movies. So now, after work, Lily calls Elliot's voicemail just to hear his voice again and be reminded of the good times. I'm surprised after 7 years, if she keeps doing that,
Who's paying for the phone and voicemail?
that's an excellent point. But like also, it's not full. It's not like the inbox is now full. But like just after 7 years, you would think,
With modern technology, you would just have it on your phone now. You wouldn't have to call anybody, I
oh,
don't
you're
think.
right. Yeah, because then there's also like the whole visual voicemail feature. All right. So then, after she calls the voicemail to be reminded of the good times, Lily and her son Evan then share a sweet moment together. Evan shares what he really wants is for his mom, Lily, to find true love again. What a sweet little boy. Evan sits down to watch TV and sees Elliot, who he says looks just like him. Lily looks and is taken back that it is indeed Elliot. Elliot has chosen to come back from abroad and breathe new life into the restaurant V.
Okay, where is abroad? Where did he go where they did not have phones for 7 years? This is a very weak story. What is this, Australia? Is this New Zealand? Are we in, Middle Earth?
Also, do you think that Noah was offended? Like, this boy thinks he looks like me? Is that
On
rude?
this pod, we're not going.
Oh yeah, we won't shame the children. No,
But
it's not that the kid is not cute. It just doesn't look like Noah. Come on. We're reaching.
we're not criticizing children. I just thought it was a very interesting choice that this child has a very distinct accent, while Lily and Elliot clearly do not. I
You're
thought that was an
right.
interesting choice.
What is the accent? Was it Portuguese?
No, what's up,
Spanish?
Portuguese? It picked up in the air.
He's cute. He was a cute kid. I was just like,
Yeah.
That doesn't really look anything like him.
Side note, though, there's this problem in Korea where a
Oh
lot
dear.
of the famous celebrities get plastic surgery. And so when they finally do have children,
Oh
like the children
no.
never look like the mothers. It's like, well, we know what
Wait,
happened. That's all right, guys.
did you ever read that article where this guy sued his wife because their kid was so effing ugly and didn't look anything like her or him? And he was like, why is my kid so ugly? It was because he didn't realize how ugly his wife was before she had all of her work done. And the kid took on a lot of her features. I think he even thought that it wasn't his kid, like she may have cheated on him. You need to your face right now. You're horrified. It's a real thing, I'm telling you. It's a real thing that happened probably within the last 10 years.
Oh, that's dad of the year.
But also it's really sad for the kid because then he's gonna see this article and everything someday. Oh, my dad left because I was ugly.
Now you're just an ugly kid. Good luck at school.
Evan doesn't have that problem. Evan's adorable. So going on to cute children, we flash back to robot Elliot trying to get his bearings. His instructions are to not let anyone find out who he really is, especially not his fiance. So robot Elliot repeats he is Elliot Granger and Lily Langford is his fiance. Beep boop beep boop. Elliot's mission is activated. So just a lot of plot holes here. Again, this story's so cool. If they just did a little bit more with it, I would have been a lot more invested.
Totally. Yeah.
At the restaurant on Christmas Day, Vanessa orders Lily to peel all of the potatoes for the 3-star Michelin chef. The kitchen staff again haze Lily by dunking her face in a large bowl of water. Then suddenly, Chef Elliot Granger appears and immediately goes to Lily, and she's just like off in the corner crying. So Lily turns around and is shocked when Elliot kisses her, and that's where my preview ended.
Now, if you're asking why are they bullying her, this scene may give some indications as to why. She is a kitchen porter. She should be good at doing all the menial tasks, all the prep work for the kitchen. This woman is taking one potato at a time, dunking it in a large body of water, and then putting it into another dry pot. And I don't want to criticize. I've never worked in a Michelin star restaurant. You are totally correct. But from what I understand, right, you take all your potatoes at once. You rinse them down, right? You got to peel quickly because they're going to brown. Peel, peel, peel. And then you drop it in cold water. You can't just do it one at a time. That's why it's 9 a.m. and you're prepping still potatoes for a 6 p.m. service.
This poor girl. This poor girl. She can't do anything right. Nothing in her life is going as she wants it or should. I feel bad for her. I would have wanted to see more. I was kind of bummed that the preview stopped there. So I watched one ad and watched one more episode.
Interesting. Go on. Go on.
That's all I did. I only watched one more episode. I can't give them all of my time, okay? These ads are longer than the freaking episode.
I know. It totally bothers me.
What is it, like the royal curse or whatever, King Richard?
Okay, don't pretend like you don't know. You downloaded this app, ma'am, okay?
I deleted it from my phone to...
Again, today, just today. Now, oftentimes you're disappointed. You don't get to see any interaction.
Mhm.
And you did get to see a kiss here and then just a little beyond, but I don't think they do much after that. I guess my question to you now is based off this extended preview, pass or pay, would you go beyond?
I don't know if going forward we should change it to would I keep watching, because I'm never going to pay, but I would keep watching. So I would keep watching, but I'm not going to pay
You
for
would keep
it.
watching this?
Yeah,
Oh, interesting, because it's Noah friendly.
but it's just it's a fascinating storyline. I think that there's a lot here. I don't think they introduced really anything well, but it's an interesting storyline that I want to see what happens. Is she going to stay with a robot because it's her husband, or is she just going to finally move on with her life and be like, okay, he's a robot, this isn't real?
Will she ever know he's a robot?
Well, she'll know. His little like beep beep boop boop, oh, let me put my head here, like let me hug.
That's just his acting.
Oh dear, see, this looks can only get you so far, okay, Noah?
It gets you really far, actually.
Especially in this world, it sure does.
Vertical cinematic universe,
Mhm.
prioritizing abs.
Mhm.
Okay, well, let's take you behind the paywall, if nothing else, just to see if the abs are real. We pick up from the kiss where Lily is shocked. She hugs Elliot and asks where he's been. Elliot reassures Lily that this is not a dream and he is here to stay. She suddenly excuses herself to change, and Elliot follows her into the supply closet. But Lily is angry as Elliot allowed her to believe that he was dead for 7 whole years.
Yeah, the
Then,
audacity.
right, where were you? Middle Earth? Her son, Evan, FaceTimes to thank his mom, Millie, for his Christmas gift and spots Elliot. Elliot freezes, realizing that Evan might be his son. Hiding in said supply closet, Lily and Elliot avoid Vanessa. When she leaves, Elliot picks Lily as his sous chef, surprising the kitchen staff, and a really cute cooking montage ensues. Funny part, sexy part, Noah Fernley got all of his cooking skills from TikTok. This man decides to season, like, Salt Bae. Yeah, is he actually cooking? No. No, 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 no. But what he should always do is taste food. He samples sauce in, like, a really sensual way, and I wish I could do it for you, but I don't have it. Oh, man. Yes, girl.
It's for these moments why we will need to start having video of us released. Because the way I just licked this microphone for you, people should pay for that. That should be a Patreon exclusive.
Yeah, top tier Patreon.
See the host lick a mic.
Now, the timer goes off, and Robot Elliot pulls out a pan from the oven, unable to feel the heat because he is a robot. Lily asks him if that's not hot, and Robot Elliot processes that he should react, and so he does by dumping Lily's Cornish game hen onto the floor. And she chalks it up to him just being rusty. The doors open and a dinner service montage starts. Dinner ends at 9 p.m. Do you want to say that I could clearly tell someone else is doing the cooking? Like, we see the food, but we don't really see the hands, right? But something we do see the actors do is plate the food. And there was an actor, Bradley Cooper, who plays a chef in some movie, and he was told, look, I can't teach you how to be a great chef, but I can teach you how to plate beautifully. And that kind of exists in this vertical as well. You don't really see Lily and Elliot cooking, but you do see them plating, and that's believable.
Okay.
After dinner service, Elliot finds Lily cleaning and puts her on the counter, like right from the hips, and you just right onto the counter. Elliot leans in, and Lily thinks they're gonna kiss when he just grabs a champagne bottle. Elliot sits with her on the counter and compliments her on her cooking skills. They are close to sharing another intimate moment when a singing Santa toy interrupts. Lily jokes, Elliot laughs, and he offers to cook her a Christmas dinner.
Wait, I'm so confused here. I feel like she's giving him a lot of grace here. Did he not have any explanation why he was gone for 7 years? What did he actually say in that moment?
This is the vertical cinematic universe. 7 whole years has passed, and he does not have an explanation for what he's done. He's just been abroad.
If my boyfriend has been out and I haven't heard from him for 5 hours, I'm like, have a nice life. That's hours. And it's been 7 years and she just gets mad and now is like cooking with him and ha 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 ha. I'm like mad right now and I don't even know these people.
You're like about to fight someone. You're like, no, get over here.
Yeah,
Fight you.
that's not, ugh, sorry, go on.
No, I totally agree with you. I think another vertical you had some questions about the pacing, and this
Yeah.
might be a vertical in which like the pacing really does feel off. The introduction of the robot storyline was pretty
Mhm.
jarring when clearly given the cooking montage, they know how to do a montage, right? Then here now too, they share one dinner service, and now are they gonna kiss? I don't know. Now, as Elliot prepares this Christmas dinner for Lily, he does cut himself while cooking, so we as the viewer see his blue robotic blood. But as Elliot comes, he clumsily claims that he just made a mess. Elliot gives Lily a pasta dish that is absolutely sublime. Elliot walks off but rushes back in. Quote, I'm sorry, I just need to say this real quick. The way you smiled when I gave you, it just made my heart feel like it was going to explode. Is that like a normal feeling? Lily shares that she knows that feeling too. Lily shares some of her meal with Elliot. They then kiss. Elliot kisses Lily's neck. Elliot's been waiting a very long time to taste her. And soon, Elliot and Lily become intimate. I know. I'm sorry. I just complained about a kiss being too soon, and then they have sex. I'm like, yay.
Why did you say that he's been waiting a long time to taste her? Did he say that in the script?
He did say that, and as a robot, he was like just born. I'm sorry. I
If
know.
if Mac was like, I just have been waiting to taste you. Well, I guess in context, it depends on.
Yeah, he's a chef.
I'll let you continue.
You're like, I'll let that slide, Noah, but not again. Just one time.
We're just going into dangerous territory.
In this next shot, the kitchen staff and Vanessa are dressed nicely. It's a Christmas team party. Vanessa calls Elliot and accidentally overhears him and Lily mid-romp and vows revenge.
She liked him.
I mean, have you seen the man?
How did she know who he was? He just reappeared.
Well, but now he is the co-owner and executive chef of Restaurant B that Vanessa owns, and I guess that gives her right to be possessive and want revenge. Vanessa, we need a life, okay? You can't just claim every hot guy that you come across.
Has anyone had questions as to where this man appeared from?
He's been abroad. What's complicated about that? He's been in Bali or something.
My mistake. I forgot. He's just been abroad.
Yeah. Now, post sex, Lily and Elliot get dressed. Elliot, jealous over a man. It's Aaron. He's gay. FaceTiming Lily. He lectures her. Lily snaps, Merry effing Christmas, and leaves. In the car, Elliot has his assistant Robert take him to Greenwich Farm. Robert is also gay. Can you guess what's going to happen there? I can't. At home, Evan teases Lily about Elliot, but she brushes it off. That night, Elliot shows up with her favorite strawberries from Greenwich Farm, apologizes, and proposes to her. Evan excitedly calls him daddy, but when Aaron appears, Elliot goes cold and storms off.
You introduced another character so fast, and I know this is just because this is how the movies work. Who the fuck is Aaron?
Maybe wondering, how is Lily able to even work in a restaurant with a child? Because restaurant work is very time intensive. It's a very demanding field. So how can she have the 6-year-old child at home? Well, it's her friend Aaron who watches Evan. How do we know that Aaron actually is not Evan's dad? Because Aaron is black. Okay. And later they do explicitly say Aaron is gay. But I think as a robot who was just born yesterday, Elliot can't make that distinction, probably doesn't have enough context to understand. And so to me, it actually makes sense that he is kind of a petulant child about it all. He gets really jealous and he doesn't know why.
And you're saying that Elliot got jealous over Aaron.
Yeah, and kind of blew up at Lily.
I thought he's a robot and he doesn't have feelings. And he has to be like told like, oh, oops, oh, this is how you hug. So why is he like jealous then?
Spoilers, Tiffany. That's right. How can a robot who is not programmed to feel these feelings organically feel such feelings? What an interesting question.
Was his body preserved for 7 years for science and then they just reawakened him? And so it's actually him and he's not a robot? Oh, no, but he has blue blood.
Yeah, he has blue blood.
I guess I can only just sit here to find out.
Now, at work, Vanessa and the kitchen staff haze Lily over Elliot. Elliot comes in, barges in, yells for them to stop. Elliot shares he's proposed to Lily, and Lily is surprised at Elliot's sudden change of heart. 1 minute, he's angry, jealous, petulant, runs off like a child. And the next minute, he's announcing in public that he's proposed, right? Now, Elliot admits he's overreacted and still sees a chance since Lily isn't married to Aaron, because as we know, Aaron is gay. Lily reminds him it's a workplace and she needs time to consider his marriage proposal. In the next scene, Elliot and Lily cook together, and when Lily forgets to time the scallops, Robot Elliot accurately calls the cooking time, making her suspicious of his newfound skill. Elliot says he may have woken up with a timing superpower.
Why is she confused at that? He's a Michelin star chef, right? Why would he not know how to time that?
It was pretty precise timing, though.
And is it 3 Michelin stars? Like how great is this restaurant?
What is the maximum number of stars you can get?
I think
on
it's
the Michelin
3.
star rating?
I think it's
Yes.
3, but there were so many other moments leading up to this which it should have given her pause.
Now, kitchen fire breaks out. Lily grabs the extinguisher, staff slip and fall, and Vanessa fumes over the forced closure. This is a chef's wet dream that the kitchen just burned down. I mean, if you know anybody who's worked in that field, like they probably drive to work just thinking like, why won't the place burn down? And it has happened. The writer has, in fact, worked back of house before. Elliot and Lily laugh at the chaos they just caused, but Vanessa has demanded Lily bake 200 cupcakes.
Now it's a bakery? What?
A Michelin star restaurant and bakery. That is correct. Who are the cupcakes for?
Why? Oh, why is a Michelin star restaurant tasked with making 200 cupcakes?
This leads to a baking montage. They take a romantic snack break, and Elliot smears some cream on Lily's neck and he licks it off. Do the tongue again for the Patreon subscribers, like so much.
Metally.
You think that's what he tastes like? Like that's a
I
robot?
don't know. Maybe you should find out for science.
Guys, I volunteer as tribute. Elliot takes a candied cherry from Lily's mouth with his, and I don't mean to be distracted, but again, this is how you know they didn't have as many takes as one would like. They had 2 takes
Mm-mm.
with this thing because something is in Lily's teeth as he takes the cherry. So what is supposed to be a very sexy and sensual moment, I can't get over the fact that it's just right there and I just want to pick it out, but we don't have that time. They passionately kiss and accidentally set off the sprinklers, but they continue to kiss and confess their love for one another. While completely soaked, Elliot goes down on Lily off screen.
This makes sense why Lily included a little screen grab of this on her Instagram.
Did she really? On the
I
going
mean,
down?
it's just them in the kitchen and there's rain and they're both wearing white. So it must have been a very memorable scene for her. I can see why.
Lily and Elliot clean up and he offers to help with Evan. So outside school, Elliot waits for Evan, who is thrilled to see him. Back at home, Evan discovers Elliot is a robot after noticing his perfect gaming skills and strange habits. Elliot confirms he is a superhuman with superpowers, and the boy agrees to keep it a secret. Evan and Elliot go back to playing video games and bond. At work, Lily, inspired by Elliot, creates a new dish that impresses him. Vanessa claims credit, but Elliot exposes her, and Lily challenges her to a TikTok cook-off, winning despite Vanessa's sabotage. Elliot and Lily celebrate outside, sharing a kiss. In his car, Elliot confesses his love to Lily. They make out and have sex. Lily invites him to come home with her, revealing Evan is his son and that her gay best friend Erin actually has a crush on Elliot's assistant, Robert.
What have we seen Robert?
We did in the car,
Oh,
so
okay.
we know who Robert is. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, seriously, no time has passed. And at this point, she is over the fact that he is back after 7 years, not paid a cent of child support, right? That hasn't even come up. He's gone down on her, and because of that, she will let him watch her child. Again, this man has been a non-existent dad, but here, yeah, go get him from school. And now car sex. So what do you mean true love is dead? It is alive and real.
They call it digmatized for a reason, okay?
That's a good title for this one. In an office, Vanessa's dad berates her as an ungrateful, talentless daughter. Angry, Vanessa leaks to Vanity Fair that Elliot only endorsed Lily because they're sleeping together. And guys, I'm sorry, you've never heard of kitchen staff banging each other? That is news to everybody?
That's the norm.
I know, right? I don't know, guys. Now I'm back to thinking the writer has never worked in a kitchen. At the house, Elliot learns that on the day he proposed, Lily had planned to tell him that he was a father. She never meant to hide Evan, and they decide to put the past behind them. Later, Vanessa finds them to demand Elliot take down the TikTok video or she will release intimate footage of him and Lily. They negotiate and agree, but Vanessa secretly keeps a backup copy. While driving, Elliot experiences system errors and faces a forced shutdown. He quickly plugs into his car laptop to reboot. I have a real problem with these things. What do you mean he plugs into a car laptop?
So that they can troubleshoot themselves.
From the back of their car. Yeah, that's correct.
Interesting.
You just plug yourself into the nav system, apparently, and you can reboot with the car. Lily finds him and he claims it was a power nap, but she begins to suspect that something is off. Finally.
Starting.
Yeah. She is not a bright. She's a chef, okay?
She's a porter, okay?
She's a porter, not even a chef. Oh, that's so right. Ooh, a sick bird.
Yikes.
At the office, Vanessa tells her dad she handled the cooking contest video, but he cuts funding for a restaurant. Now, she's working for her dad, and she discovers a little something called Project Elliot. We fast forward to a park. While Elliot and Evan play, Vanessa gives Lily a file revealing Elliot is a robot. Lily confronts him. Was any of it real? Robot Elliot crashes out, cuts his head open, and bleeds the blue juice. Evan shares that he's known all along and he doesn't care.
How did Vanessa find out? The bully girl, how did she find out that he was a robot?
Well, couldn't you believe her dad is a billionaire? Isn't that so strange? That has never happened in the vertical cinematic universe. So
Mm,
Vanessa's dad is some big time investor. Vanessa's restaurant has been funded by his investments. But since I guess dad cares about what TikTok thinks, ever since that TikTok cooking contest where Vanessa loses, dad cut off funding to a restaurant.
mm,
And so now Vanessa needs a real job and has to work for dad. And she discovers Project Elliot, one of his investments.
okay.
Is the Project Elliot probably some confidential M&A information that's, material she could get sued for sharing? Yeah, probably. But she's not smart. Then we're in some sort of weird nightmare where Lily is sandwiched between a real Elliot and a fake Elliot. And the fake Elliot not only has blood on him, but a fake hand then just drops from his body, and that indicates that he is a fake robot.
'Kay.
We're just gonna have to use our imagination here because at least in this world, there are two Noah friendlies. Back at the kitchen, Robot Elliot doesn't know why he's hurt emotionally if he's a machine. And back to your question, why could that be? At Lily's house, Elliot runs in and plugs himself into a projector. There is now a USB port in the back of this man's neck. Why she never found it while they were having sex? Why she never just even found it looking at him, right?
Just
Nope,
holding him. Yeah.
nope, nope. Plugs himself into a projector, showing his memories and proof that he's actually defied his programming. Elliot says he may not be human, but he knows what love is. He has felt it and he's feeling it now.
Mm,
You have to see the scene to be convinced that Noah clearly has some acting skills. But when he cries, I don't know how to make myself cry on command. I should figure that out. When he cries, he gets a runny nose. And then when Lily has to kiss him with
I'm
that
getting the
runny
ick.
nose, I was just like, girl, get that check because I don't know. I don't know if we're doing that.
I 100% have the ick right now.
I don't. What do you think about kissing people while they're crying
Not like an ugly cry, because then you're even
with the snot? Yeah.
slobbery. Yeah, snot.
I don't know if I could do it. No, it feels like such an intense emotion to just be like, "Okay, well, now we're just gonna kiss and shut up."
I
You know?
don't love it, but, like, I mean, has it happened? Yeah, just it is kind of an ick, though. I'll give you that.
Especially here, because even though Noah Friendly is a very attractive man,
Yeah, you're not supposed to cry, Noah.
handsome men don't cry, mainly because there's no reason for you to cry. Not when you look like that. All right. Then he says, I think the cutest line in this vertical, the Tin Man has a heart after all. We fast forward to Vanessa at the AI company demanding that they recall Elliot. So back at Lily's home, the happy family of three is sitting down for dinner when masked thugs attack and Elliot fights, but he's stunned and kidnapped. Lily, Evan, Aaron, and Robert come up with a plan to free Elliot. There's a montage of coding, baking, and tossing cupcakes.
My god, not the cupcakes again. Jeez, I can't.
They had to do something with the 200 cupcakes they made, okay? And this is that something.
Oh, dear.
No. Late at night, they run to the AI company with a laptop, cupcakes, and a bat. They find Elliot, but he's been reset with no memories. So he's just a shell of himself now. They leave him there. First, they brought a child. They brought Evan to see this very traumatic scene of what is clearly his dad, now a shell of himself.
Oh,
That's
dear.
a lot of therapy.
Parenting
Um,
101 here. Oh, no.
Maybe don't bring your child to corporate espionage. But then, two, they just leave him there. I have a lot more questions.
I'm not a parent, but I feel like that's not the move.
Yeah. Okay, well, your dad is a shell of himself now, so we're just gonna leave dad here. Say bye.
Does he have, like, a moment with his dad, like, touching him and stuff, or are they just, like, gawking?
Wow, that'd be kind of cute if Evan did a final send off, an emotional tie, emotional
Yeah,
close.
because he's like,
We
"Daddy."
should have wrote this.
Move over,
Yeah.
Mac. There's a new movie writer in town.
This vertical podcast is just for us to somehow weasel our way into this community. That is right. Now, in the next scene, the AI company executives justify why they shut down Project Elliot. Yes, it was wildly successful, but they must shut it down. As they're disposing of Project Elliot, he wakes up and walks out. An investment fund is now a few days away from bankruptcy due to bad investments in the restaurant and that AI company. Vanessa destroyed their family fortune for Vibes. Not only the restaurant, but now the AI company, by sharing Project Elliot and that sensitive corporate information, she just destroyed their family fortune because she wanted revenge on Lily.
Wow. The hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, okay?
Over a guy who didn't even like her anyway. She saw him, I must have him, and so then destroyed her restaurant with this weird TikTok cooking competition. And then the crown jewel in this AI company's offering, she destroyed that too for the vibes. And so we often talk about how in these verticals, villains never have their comeuppance. In this one, I feel like she made her bed and now she's got to lie in it.
As she should. She's dumb. And she had a weird outfit.
It's like they didn't really know how to dress her.
She did have nice hair, though. I'll give her that.
But she came with the hair, you know? I think costuming was like, what do we do here?
Or did she come with her own costume?
And that's what she chose?
They're actors. They're not wardrobe. They're not fashion. Doesn't mean that they know they have a fashion sense, as we've seen clearly.
In these vertical dramas, clearly the men have to bring their own suits because they're so well tailored for their body. So I feel like you have to make that investment. Then wouldn't that be true for the actresses as well? Shouldn't you go and buy something that is just so very well tailored to you? I'm just having an equal expectation. Yeah.
In my industry, I make the investment for clothes because, especially if I'm on TV, I'm not going to just get something off of, well, no, it's a lie. I definitely have a pair of pants from Shein that I've worn on TV. I think we could do better. I think they could do better.
We do need to do better. Now, one morning, Lily is lamenting her life and wondering how many times she has to start over again when she is approached by Mr. Johnson, a restaurant investor who recognizes her as the famous TikTok chef. TikTok
Oh,
man, making the world go around. At home, Lily is with Evan and shares all her dreams are coming true. She shares with her son that life goes on. At her new restaurant, Lily is prepping for opening night. Suddenly, we see Elliot enter the restaurant. Though Aaron, Robert, and his son Evan spot him, they simply observe him. Elliot tastes the meal and leaves without a word. Suddenly, he comes back and asks to meet the chef. Chef Lily comes out to see him but stays formal. Elliot shares the first dish, tasted like a hug. The second dish was a roller coaster of experience emotions. The dessert tasted like happiness. Emotionally, Chef Lily reveals she designed the menu based on a journey she experienced recently. The color changes, and we see Elliot recollect his memories. Elliot remembers all of it. He tells her he loves her.
wait, so she's about to just stay with a robot forever, knowing he's a robot, even though it's not her actual husband or fiance or whatever?
Yeah. Why is that so odd to you?
You're like, yeah, that's exactly what's happening. What?
I mean, as a fan of sci-fi, this is not an unusual thing. Actually, in Battlestar Galactica,
For those who will never see video footage of this, she just pushed up her glasses up on her nose bridge as she said Battlestar Galactica. Let the record
it's
show.
very important for us to be locked in here. Yeah, in Battlestar Galactica, there is actually a phenomenal love story between Athena, played
And
by
a
Grace
robot?
Park. She's a Cylon. A humanoid Cylon. And Hilo, who is a human. It's a love story that grows over time, ups and downs. Real love story. It's a really good one, actually.
I do need a show to watch on tour. Maybe I'll do Battlestar Galactica.
You should. The last season gets pretty weird, but the series overall is really wonderful. It's great storytelling, it's great writing, it's great acting. There was a time when sci-fi came to Ron Moore and was like, man, this show is pretty bleak. Like, can you make it happier? And Ron Moore, the showrunner at this time, was like, guys, it's a show about humanity trying to survive in outer space after being too technologically dependent and now on the hunt from Cylons who are trying to exterminate the human race. What do you mean it's bleak? But okay. So he goes and makes this opening scene a celebration about one of the human pilots. And remember, there are not enough humans. If you are a pilot, you are a gem because humanity needs pilots to defend themselves. One of the pilots, they're celebrating him when an errant bomb falls, explodes, kills pilots. And then Sci-Fi, the channel, said, "Sorry, Ron. Sorry we tried to meddle, but we will never meddle in the show ever again." And I think that's actually a part of the reason why the show continued to be good because it got to exist in the form it was. There was no corporate meddling. Capitalism needs more dollars today.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give it a go.
I'm so glad that this has convinced you to watch Battlestar Galactica, and if it's convinced any one of you, please let me know. It'd actually make my day. Now, Lily and Elliot kiss, their son Evan reappear, and the three of them hug with Aaron and Robert kind of hovering around them just in the shot. Everyone then warmly embraces in a big group hug. At night, Elliot, Lily, and Evan enter their new mansion. Elliot and Lily put up Christmas decorations, including a mistletoe, and the legend is true that couples who kiss under it last forever. It's based on a Greek myth where she turned a weapon into a blessing. They kiss, you're my Christmas miracle.
They turned it into a Christmas movie. Wow.
Which is why we're doing it for the Christmas season. You're welcome, Tiffany. You asked, hey, can we have some Christmas verticals? And I said, you betcha. Why not one with a robot that is Christmas adjacent? Did I do it?
With the last line of the movie?
Why can I never give you what you want? What does that say about me?
I feel like they just try to do a lot in this one.
It was way too much for it. Obviously, we felt that in the pacing because there's a lot of story they were trying to tell in very short amount of time.
Yeah. I don't even know if I would have been able to make it through this movie. They should remake this, and if they change just a few things, tie in Christmas more, and then it could be a Christmas movie instead of just making the last 2 lines of the movie Christmas related.
I thought the mistletoe thing was kind of cute. Did you know that? That it was a weapon and turned into a blessing?
No, but that's what I'm saying. These things are cute, but just weave it in more.
Oh, I guess that is really your verdict here, right? Is
Mhm.
now that you know the full story, you would not have completed
Mhm.
this
Mhm.
vertical. Where do you think you would have stopped?
Maybe the stuff with the villain girl when she started being dumb, or maybe even the cupcakes. You would have lost me at the cupcakes. Is that too early on?
That's too early on because then you would have never gotten the payoff of them getting intimate. That's too early. You can't quit like that. Not in vertical world.
I don't know where I would have. Is there nudity?
Sadly, no. Not to say that Noah is a shy man, because again, he's been in a lot of verticals. I've seen him quite a few times. I've seen the abs quite a few times, and they are a sight to see. So we'll pick another one where I can properly display to you all this man's talents. Yeah, I think for me, this was just kind of the theme, the sci-fi-ness of it piqued my curiosity and carried me all the way through. But you're right. I think in retrospect, I don't know if vertical dramas are appropriate for sci-fi storytelling because sci-fi oftentimes is complex, it's layered, or at least the sci-fi I like is complex and layered. And so this will probably be our first and last sci-fi until the vertical cinematic universe can get its stuff together.
So there are not a lot of sci-fi verticals.
Not that I can see. I think there are some that touch on more sci-fi themes. There's one more recently. It involves space, Mars.
Okay.
But just as an element, I don't think it pretends to be a sci-fi vertical.
Okay.
Neither did this one, to be fair. You know, other than robots, I don't think it was like we're definitely a sci-fi vertical drama. Please watch us, right?
Yeah, okay. That's fair. Did you rename this movie?
Did
I did
because
too.
yay! Okay, let me do mine. So the first and foremost, anytime the vertical gives me an alternate title, I attach myself to that. And the quote I liked from this vertical drama was, "The Tin Man has a heart after all." Bit of a mouthful. The Tin Man has a heart after all is my number one title contender, but I have a couple others that are more Battlestar Galactica themed. So for my BSG fans, Bears Beets Battlestar Galactica, let's go. I have Cylon the Chef fell in fracking love with the toaster.
Ooh, you could totally do like a play on fracking, like fracking my fiance.
Because did you know that fracking is in the future how they say effing?
Really?
Yes, we went 2 different places.
Oh,
Toasters are what they call Cylons in the future. It's a derogatory term for robots.
rude.
I know, because I like to still imagine, what was that Brave Little Toaster?
Oh my god, that movie's so good.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
Remake that vertical series. Okay, now off to you.
My first one's pretty perverted, but I'm sure you expect nothing less. His firmware forever. Okay, and then my second one, Love and Megabytes, but like spelled Bites.
Cute, yeah, because it is cooking related.
Yeah.
Aw, I actually give the imaginary point to you. That was a really cute one.
Oh, you don't like
I like it when you're more creative. I mean, not to say I don't like it dirty.
being dirty is creative. What are you talking about?
That's true. You do have to have a good mind for that stuff.
Yay, I get the point. Love in megabytes. Cute.
Yay.
I'd watch
Well,
it.
thanks, for amusing me because, like I said, most of the time, 99% of the time, we're really watching things that the algorithm has told me I need my eyeballs on, and then I put the eyeballs on them. But here, I was in the mood for something sci-fi, and this scratched the itch. It was Food, Love, and Robots found on Drama Box, and covers that sci-fi trope. Why don't you give people a teaser of what's coming up in December?
More Christmas, right? More Christmas
It's
related.
time. Yeah, I'm not Mariah Carey. Are you a big fan of, Christmas, holiday like, are we a Hallmark girl?
Not as much as you. When I go on my Peacock and I see that it's soccer or Hallmark movies, I know where it's coming from. It makes sense to me why you got into vertical dramas from those.
I know, it's not a very big jump, is it?
I do think production-wise, they've put in more into Hallmark movies. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, and big ups to Hallmark. You may have seen maybe we should do a Hallmark movie review, but we are definitely going to do Christmas vertical drama reviews. There's a couple cute ones in this universe as well.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited. I love Christmas time.
Perfect. With that, thanks so much, everyone. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone. Stay vertical.
It's not a thing.